All right, welcome back to Trainwreck Games. Yeah, so we are on turn of July 21-22, which means that I didn't record a turn 1920. I did that off camera for a couple different reasons. And quick recap. The card play for that turn was getting the HG division reinforced, which meant that the 2 HG unit got to come in. Otherwise, we did a little fighting here. We did a little fighting here. I think we damaged that British unit. We might have knocked off a couple of German units. Definitely like a German artillery that was there. That's gone. And a little back and forth here. We got sort of like a little bit of a death stack going here with a 4 and a 5 together. We've got a little bit of the same going on over here with a 5 and a 3 together. Not much change in terms of the port situation for the Allies. The Germans were able to get another unit down here to Syracuse, so that's... I feel like that's... I mean, they're both 1s or 2s to defend, but 2 when you add it to the city, plus there's a river and there's a swamp, and I feel like Syracuse might be a bit of a lost cause. So, anyway, that was the basics. I kept moving some units down. The Brits are starting to get a little jammed up here. They got to start making some progress, but it's not like they have a ton of units left to come in. So, but they are struggling. They're not getting their armor in. And I don't know if the British armor can eventually just come in to U.S. ports as long as, again, there's a thing where the British have to come in east of the U.S. But anyway, who knows? So here we are. Let me grab sequence of play. And first step is we're going to roll for weather. The Germans are going to roll. They get a 3. The 3 means that it's clear. Oh, and the weather for the last turn was rain. So, okay, so now it's back to clear. Next is roll for supply and replacements. So again, I feel like I want the Allies to roll low, because when you roll low, you get replacement points instead of just pure supply. And like supply points, I feel like I probably did a couple attacks last turn, so now it goes back up because it's like 6 supply points. I feel like this is trying to tell me something. I feel like there's mechanics in the game that are trying to say like, hey, maybe you should be attacking more because you're not spending your points. I don't get any allied replacements. I get full supply. I'm going to get 3 allied naval points, so let's jack that up. Some real, I don't know. See here, like these are all rounded with a one of those Oregon corner clippers. I don't know if this is just like, I don't know why I don't know if that means mine's getting dull. I don't know if that happens. I don't know if it means something else. Like, anyway. Okay. So we got roll for supply and replacement. So the Axis rolled a 7, which I don't know if that's great for them. They get nothing. 5 to 7. They get nothing. Okay. All right. So then that gets us to the reinforcement. Both sides place new units onto their entry locations. So let's take a look. These are the units coming in this turn. Bum, bum, bum. And I dropped one. So I'm pausing for a moment because there's a bunch of stuff going on outside. So the Brits are going to get a unit. The Axis are going to get 3 units. And again, the Axis, I believe, come in at Messina. They come in hot, so like once they enter the board, they can just go. They get full movement. They don't have to stop. The Brits, any allies, they hit the beach, they have to stop. So where are the Brits going to come in? I mean, they can come in here if I move inland. Let's put them there because that gets them close to the fight. The Germans are all coming in there. So next up is is that all the reinforcements? There's no replacement points to spend. So next is the card phase. The card is Threatening Skies. Immediately change the current turn's weather to rain. Cannot be played to negate major storms. Okay, so rain, unexpected rain sweeps in, and play after the weather roll. Does that mean I keep my... I assume that means I keep my naval points. Like it's sort of a change as you go. I don't think you would retroactively start eliminating points. That's how I'm going to do it. So anyway. So we've did the car phase. So next we're going to do the air phase. What are we looking to do? Whoops. I don't know if you can... Yeah, you can. I got to mix these up a little bit. I'll mix these up a little bit. Okay, so what are the allies looking to do? First things first, I think we gotta put some hurt onto this stack. This stack is potent and it's gonna do some damage. So what would we do? We'd attack with a 5. We could definitely get some artillery. We could get some flanking bonus. If we attack with this 5, we could get a flanking bonus, some pretty potent artillery, 4s and 4s. They are in a 2 hill, so that's going to make their 7 become a 9. 9 against a 5, 6, 7, 11, 15. 15 to 9 is a +6 column. And I think I could throw a 1, 2, 3. I think I could throw an allied naval point in. So I could get it up to like the max column. So let's, I'm not even going to use air there. So let's see where else can we do. That unit's going to lead that attack. I don't know if we can... I think what I need to do is I need to get a unit. There's rules about Zocs. So like I can enter a unit Zoc only if there's another unit there. So I could move here and stop. I don't know if I could then move there later. I don't think you can move from Zoc to Zoc unless I get another unit in there. And then of course it's going to overstack. So I'm not sure how to crack that puzzle. So let me focus more on some air. Let's hit this guy right here. Let's start doing some damage. Let's hit this guy here. Let's really... Basically, we're just clearing the way for the Americans to roll. And then let's hit here. So they're going to counter 1, 1, 1, and hope for the best. So after that, that's the air phase. Now we do the combined phase. I don't think there's any combining left to do. I think the airborne is good to go. Now the movement phase. Okay. Again, this is the one that always jams me up. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to move here. Yeah, I can't move from there to there. Because I don't think I can just walk away from a Zoc into another. I don't know if they have a Zoc, to be honest with you. They probably don't as artillery. These guys are coming in on the beach, so they've already got a path cleared, so that's good. What can these guys do? They can go 1, 2, 3. So let's get them up there. Now, I wanted to double check something. Let me... So when you move an artillery piece, you flip it over, I think, to a move side. So does that mean it just can't attack that turn? That's how I took it to mean, you know, like, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to advance this. Oh no, I need that artillery for that attack. Let's get this guy up the gut a little bit. So again, I think you could move into the Zoc, but you still have to stop. So I think if this guy wants to move, he's going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he can't get there. So let's do, I think it's only, I think that's a hill 1. So that's only, yeah, it's just a 1 movement point. So 1, 2, 3, crossing the river adds 1, I think. So let's do that. And then let's 1, 2. That might be it. It can't cross the river. So again, 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. So yeah, so I'll show you. So like again, these guys can move 4. So they'll go 1. Oops. Oh no, these guys. So why? Oh, so like this guy's got a moved marker on the back. This guy does not. So this, I think it means it's a 2-step artillery. I don't know. So they were there. So it's 1, 2. Get him up. So again, like, I don't know. Do I not flip this guy? So can this one still move and fire? But this one can't. And this one's only a 1-step unit. This one's not, even though they seem to be roughly the same size. You know, I don't know. 1. As I've said in the past, like if it's not obvious, I'm going to get tripped up and confused. So there you go. Okay. Where's the British? That's the British unit coming in. They need to be able to get to that beach. So I can't move anybody in there at the moment. Anybody else want to move here? What's going on here? That's artillery. That's in range of that shot, so that's fine. I was about to say they could end it, but they can't. They can't cross that orange line yet, so... So here's an interesting question. Could I move there? If I take this... Oh, no. I was going to say, if you kill a unit in one fight, does it mean then you get a flanking bonus in the next if you were to clear it? I have no idea. Yeah, that's enough movement for now. Who cares? Okay. So after movement comes the combat phase. So we're going to start with hitting this stack here. Again, the 5 is leading the charge. So starting with a 5, we get a 6 for the flanking bonus. I don't think these artillery units are going to get a flanking bonus. 6, 7 for that. We're also going to get 4 for artillery. So now we're up to 11. Another 4 for artillery. We're up to 15. We're going to spend an allied naval point. That's going to be 16. Probably 16 against 3, 7 plus 2 is 9. So I think we're on the 7. Do you add 2 to each unit? You know what? Let me double check that. Okay, I'm just going to say you add a total of 2. So it's going to add 2 to the strength. So, but one thing though is that you can't add more artillery points than you have attacking. So if I've got a 5, 6, and a 7, I can only add 7 points of artillery to get me to a 14. So I can't add the full 8. That's how I'm gonna. I don't know if it's just this 5 attack or if you count the flanking, but I'm gonna count the flanking. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8 for the Allied naval, and then 7 in. Well, the Allied naval makes it more though. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so terrible roll for the Allies, a great roll for the Axis, but we're on like the... oops, grabbing the wrong card here. Let's see, 9 to 15 is going to be the 6th column. 6th column and I rolled a 1 is nothing. Negative 6th column and I rolled a 9. Woof. Actually a hit. Alright, so this unit, hey, it's a tough stack, right? Wasn't quite expecting that level of ass, but that's what we're working with. Okay, so we don't get anything there. We're going to do something here. We're going to attack with this... no, they're coming across a river. We'll attack with this stack for 5. You get flanking bonus 6. Flanking bonus 7. 10 points because of the artillery. 10 to 10 to 1, but it's going to be so it's 10 to 3. So it's again on the -7 column. Let's see how we do. Okay, not amazing. 7 column, a 3 is going to be a hit, so that should do it. Yeah, they're gone. A 1 on the... That's not going to do anything. Okay, so now I can advance after combat. Let's get this 5 up in there. Where do I get this stack going? I'm going to get the stack going. Gets it across the river. And on its way, so that's good. 2, 3, 5. Okay. So that takes care of all the combat there. That guy already attacked. Oh no, that guy attacked. What do we got here? We've got a 5, but I've got no air. It's too far for... They'd be attack. So it's a 5 attacking across a river. Across a river is going to add +1 to the defense. So we're already looking at a 3. And then they're in a town. So that's going to be a 5 to 5. So I need a 7 or better to... Oof. I'm not going to do it. Yeah. Okay. Hold on a sec. Can't tell if there's construction going outside or if there's just lawn. I don't know what's going on. So I apologize if you're getting a lot of noise in the background. Let's do here. Now we got some air units to support. The Axis get outnumbered. So we're looking to hit this unit right here. It's defending at a 3. It's in hill 1 terrain, so it's a 4 defense. And we're looking to attack... It's got to be this unit, or else everybody else... or is it better... Because they're attacking with a 2. Is it better to attack across a river? So the defense is 3, +1 for the hill. Is 4. If I attack a river, it's going to be 5. So it'd be 5 to 5, 6 to 5, 7 to 5, 8 to 5, 9 to 5. Combined arms makes it 10 to 5. So we're on the 5 columns. Good roll for the allies. 8 on a 5 column is going to be a hit. So that's going to knock this unit out. Again, German units can be rebuilt. 1 is not... we don't even need to worry about that. So let's now advance after combat. Let's get the tank across. Okay. Next up. We're gonna go do this unit here. The attack is going to be led by this tank here. 1 flanking bonus. We're going to spend 1 flanking bonus, so it's a 6 to 4 because of the terrain. 7 to 4. This might get untenable. Hold on. All right. I think it's done. Okay, so it was a wood chipper. They were clearing trees around power lines. Okay. So we did some attacks over here. We're back now over here. I think I was trying to hit the spat. I was trying to do it with this tank. We're going to get 1 flanking bonus. Let's see what the air situation is. We got a decoy, decoy, decoy. So no air units are going to chip in. I wonder if I needed to allot naval points. Oh well. So this defends at a 3. It's going to get a +1 for the hill 1 terrain. We're attacking with a 6. We're going to get a flanking bonus 7. I'm going to spend my allied naval point. So we're up to an 8. It's doing a 4, so we're at the 4 columns. Pretty good rolls for both sides. Let's see if that's enough for the axis to do anything. 4 column with a 7 is almost hit, narrow miss, and 9, of course, on the 4 column. It's definitely a hit. Is this a 2-step unit? It is. Okay. So there we go. I'm starting to think, the interesting thing about I was thinking about Zoc bonds, as one does, makes it tough to, like, pull a unit back, right? Like, it can move there because there's a unit there and make its way out. But if there wasn't a unit there, this thing would be kind of locked in place. This thing might be out of supply, to be honest with you. Supply might not go through. Let me double check that. Okay, so this technically there's a unit there. Supply doesn't go through Zocs, but it does if there's a unit there to negate it. Okay, so I guess technically that would still be in supply. I don't think speaking of supply, I don't think I knocked the point down. I might have. I'm just going to knock a couple down because I'm sure I forgot something over here. Okay, so that attack's done. Let's now do this attack. We'll knock this down again. Let's see, is that a decoy? Nope, it's not. How are the allies doing? 2 to 1, so the allies are going to get the bonus. Okay, so we've got 3 in a hill 2 terrain, which is going to add, sorry, it's a 4. It's going to add 2 to the defense, so it's up to a 6 defense. We're attacking with 8. I think this counts as I'm going to count this as an armored vehicle because it's got the little yellow on the number there. 8, 9, combined arms bonus, 10. This feels like it's mobile artillery because of how it's set up, so I'm going to 10, 13. 13 to 6. So again, we're at max. We're at the 7 columns. Good roll for the allies, not great for the Axis. They really, at a 7, need a miracle. 7 on the boom. That's going to do a 2 hit. So if this thing's not already damaged, it's a 2-step. It is. So this thing's gone because that's a 2 hit attack. I can advance after combat there, but that this could move this unit over. Okay, so that's the allied turn. Let's go back over to the Axis now. The air phase. What do they want to do? I think they're going to go after this. This unit's weakened. Oh no, it's not in the town. So they're going to go after this unit. So they're going to put. Are they going to do anything else? I'm not using the air units to jam up movement. I've only been using it for attacking. So I don't know. I don't know if that's something I've messed up or if it's something. We could do a 2 attack against like a 3 or so defense. You get a bunch of artillery. But you can only bring 2 points of artillery because of the rule that I forgot. You can only bring so much artillery as equals to the attack value, which I'm sure I have not done in earlier turns. Well, I mean, you don't come to Trainwreck Games for thorough, accurate gameplay. So, okay. Let's see if we can hit that unit. Let's put 2 there. Is there anything else they want to do? Any other attacks? It's kind of dumb because they can go all in, and then the allies can go all in, and then the allies are going to win because I think the allies have more than 2. They have 3. So if everybody goes all in on that attack, and I don't know if I'm actually doing this right. We're going to assume air power is negated. Whoops, I need to flip these back over and mix them up at some point. Well, the amount of time that passes between turns is, in real life, is enough to make me forget. Okay, so air is not going to matter. Combined phase, the movement phase. Okay, movement phase is going to be tricky. These guys are coming in. These are the reinforcement. You know, I think I have my mic in a when I lean forward, my microphone's in a bad spot, but it was in a worse. Let me adjust that real quick. All right, I don't. Yeah, I'm not seeing it in frame. I'm not seeing it. So one of the like if I had see, I could use a wider. I won't get into. I'll save all this for the end. Okay. So movement. So these guys got to come in. Full movement allowance. So 1, 2, 3. So they're going to move there. We're going to get a bit of a log jam going here. So let me start moving the front lines more. These guys, they need to get back. So they're going to move there. They can do that because there's a unit there to do it. They're going to go there. I think you can leave Azak. I just don't think you can. I'm going to move into Vizini. I'm going to pull these guys back. These guys. 1, 2, 1. They can't because it's a hill 2. You know what? They're just going to have to make their way around. 1. I'm going to stack the artillery here. I don't know why. I guess I could stack them here. These guys are going to leapfrog up a little bit. Get into the front line. Falsenjager? I don't know what the FJ stands for. It's something similar to that. So 1. Let's bring these guys down. 2. 1, 2. Now again, I think I would flip these guys to moved. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe some of these are more like this, like mobile artillery, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, because these are clearly like mobile artillery looking kind of things, and maybe I'm just, or maybe they're just types of. Maybe I did it wrong. Maybe these are the types of tanks that just suck at defense, and so they don't even bother. Let's get these guys to continue to come down. I don't know what these units are. 1. We'll get them there. These guys were making their way down. Okay. So we've gotten a little bit of the log jam. So let's keep. They're going to come in 1.5. We'll get them there. Can they stack? Yeah, if they go 1, 2, 3. Oh, these guys are pretty 4. 1. These guys can't make it, so they'll get there. Okay. There's that. They're going to pull back. They can do that because there's a unit. Can they do that? 3 and 2, so that they stay within stacking. They're trying to retreat a little bit. This unit, they're going to pull back. That's a 3. That's a 3. That'd be 1. They can leave yeah, they're not like, okay, I was about to say like, can they do that? Yeah, they can do that. They're going to put, these guys are going to pull back too. All right. Is there any pulling back that should be? Yeah, whatever. Okay, so that's the movement phase for the Axis. Up next is the combat phase. What did we think we were going to do? We're going to hit here. Air power isn't going to matter. And that might be it. They're on the retreat. They're pretty dinged up. Let's see what we can do. Well, we'll see if we can piece together some other attacks, but see how it goes. I probably forgot to do the -1 allied movement. I mean, I'm almost certain I did, so Not that I was like doing, sweeping maneuvers, but it's another thing I got wrong. Okay, let's do the attack. So we've got a 4 and a 5. A 9 attacking a 2. Now we're going to they're in a Hill 2 terrain. Hill 2 terrains, again, are a +2. So they're defending at a 4. So it's 9 to 4. 10 to 4 because you get the combined arm bonus. And I think they're going to get a flanking bonus. 11 to 4 there. So they're already at the 7 column, so they don't really need the artillery. They could even have this artillery launch. I mean, maybe it's the smart thing so we can bring so much firepower. Do they just start dinging up units all over the place? This guy's defending at a 4, it'd be a 5. Again, 10 to 5, 12 to 5. We could easily get to the 7 column on this guy too. Yeah, let's do here. I don't know if it's better to kill a unit. Let's kill a unit. So we're going to hit the 7 column no matter, do the math somehow. Good roll for the Axis. It doesn't matter for the Allies. They need to get a miracle. They get a 5, nothing. But an 8 on the 7 is going to be a double hit. We don't need 2 hits to take this unit out. Would have taken, we would have killed that unit outright, so. Now we can advance after combat. We're going to bring this death stack over here. We're going to make our way towards this Palazzolo. You're going to get 20 minutes of my ASMR of mispronouncing Italian cities. Okay. So there's that attack. Could we do an attack here? They're in a swamp, which feels like that would jam you up. Yeah, that would be a -1 to defense. Let's see if we can do it. We're attacking at a 5, defending at a 3. That's not going to get a flanking bonus. And you can bring 5. Can we? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So we can bring 3 points of artillery. Another 2 points of artillery because you can bring up to the 5. So 10 to 3 is going to put you on the 7 column. 7 column, not a great roll for the Axis, but on a 3, that's still going to do something. So let's flip this bad boy over. The Dirty 13. Okay. And rolled a 5. Can't tell. Now there's sirens going off. I have a noise gate. Probably is going to block a lot of it except when I'm talking, but I am talking. Yeah, I think I was on the 7 column and I rolled a 5, so that's not going to do anything. Okay. So there's that attack. And final phase. Victory, no big deal. There was a moved unit. I'm going to flip that over so it can fire next turn. I moved reinforcements in. Yeah. So I think next time we come back, whether I do it on camera or not, it'll be the 23rd, 24th of July. And we'll go from there. And so if you don't care about my rambling, I'm going to, this is the end of the gameplay. I'm going to ramble just for a minute. And yeah, but thanks for checking this out if you're here for the gameplay. So now, as far as the rambling goes, I thought I had my settings on my camera manually set in a number of ways. For some reason I didn't. I don't know if it reverted somehow or if I reset the setting. I don't know what I did, but I'm hoping this is producing a little bit more of a clearer picture. And I actually did record part of my July 1920 turn that I was recapping at the beginning. But again, something was weird with my settings and I mentioned I had a noise gate on my microphone. And I think the noise gate was somehow much higher than I thought. I usually set it like -50, -45 dB. For some reason, it was at like -32. I don't know how I accidentally did that. And then the gain on my microphone was way down. So what ended up happening was my voice was cutting in and out. And I checked, and I'm like, something's weird here. And I was like, oh shit, okay, this is all screwed up. So I just stopped, finished playing the turn. And again, like the goal was to not do every turn in real time, especially if I ever get to like, more complicated games. Looking over at my shelves, there's a number of them on the shelves, but you can't just do like every turn taking 2.5 hours, for 12,000 hours of video. So, or maybe some of you freaks are into that. But I wanted to do another full turn video at a minimum. One, to make sure the audio comes through okay, make sure I fix that correctly, and it looks like it has from what I'm seeing. And two, because I wanted to see if the image quality was any better now that I've manually adjusted a lot of the settings. So, I've had a wider angle lens. I can move the camera down and maybe, no, the mic's in a decent spot. Anyway. So we'll be back soon, hopefully with more Husky 8. Thanks to the people that checked this out, stuck around. And we'll get more into it soon. Take care. The in-session music was provided by Tabletop RPG Music and composed by Ian Fisher. You can find the Patreon at www.patreon.com/tabletop RPG music. That's all one word.